Welcome to episode 10 of SirSmuggler's Let's Play. I can't believe it's 10 episodes already. I am going to set up a nether portal here because, well, I need glowstone for some of the logistics pipes that I want to use. So let's see how this goes. And I just left this one here because I want a torch. And we need this, of course. Okay. Wish me luck. As long as there are no guests trying to destroy the portal, it should be fine. And here we are. Some lava cave. Well, this entire place is a cave, of course. That's just the nature of Nether. Glowstone up there. Very high up. Can I find something closer? And of course a nether fortress would be nice to find, because I also want some nether brick for some advanced stuff from Railcraft. Requires nether bricks, so well, oh, magma slimes. I'm gonna go kill that. If he doesn't jump into the lava first. Hello. This way. Over here. Come on, buddy. Just get up here where it's nice and safe. That's right. I got nothing interesting. Oh well. And I hear ghast. Not good. I think I should turn down my sounds a bit. Exactly what I didn't want. It's just a crazy amount of lava. Okay, so I'm gonna explore a little bit, and I'll be back when I find a nice place to get some glowstone. Okay, so I had to build a little platform here. I couldn't find any close by sources that were not above lava, so but this should be well fine. I don't really need an insane amount of it right now, but I like to use glowstone to light up things as well, so reduce the need for torches. You can just build it into the walls. So it's a nice material. Looks like I lost a few to the lava anyway. Let's see what we got. No. There we go. So, a little more than one stack. Well, let's that's gonna have to do for now. And I'm just gonna show you. I started building a little housing around the portal there, so I can have some shelter when I'm visiting the Nether. I'll continue building that later. For now I just wanted the glowstone, and I'll pop right back to the safety of the overworld. So it's time to start with some logistics pipes. And previously I used the diamond pipe to sort items, and now I'm gonna use logistics pipes. They just offer so much more. And to craft a basic logistics pipe, let's see if I remember this. Otherwise I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, it turns out I did remember the recipe correct, although I did have the wrong version of logistics pipes installed. I had the version for Buildcraft 2.x, and it should be the 3.x obviously. So there we go, 8 basic logistics pipes. Now I want to upgrade a few of those immediately to chassis pipes. So let's see. Yep, logistics chassis Mark II. And I'll explain this when I get to using them. And what else do we need? Well, the chassis pipes need modules inserted into them to perform any functions. So let me just clean up my inventory a bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna craft a few modules, and for that you need golden nuggets, paper on the sides, and redstone. So this gives you a blank module. And well, that's not gonna do a lot of good. So let's just put this stuff back in and see. First up is a polymorphic item sink that I want, and for that we're gonna need to do a bit of coloring. Let's see if I can get some orange dye. Yes, you got 8 of those. And so you put your blank module and orange in the corners, I believe. Actually, that is enough. And then redstone. Now this is also a recipe you can do a couple of different ways. You can do it with a iron chipset, or you could use an iron gear and then additional orange paint in the upper corners here. So using chipsets you save some resources, so that's nice. Now logistics pipes, they work, it's like a network, so every logistics pipe that is connected on the same network of pipes will talk to each other and try to determine where to send items that enter the network. So if you connect a chassis pipe to a chest and insert a polymorphic item sink, any items entering the network that is already in the chest that the pipe is connected to will go to the pipe with the polymorphic item sink. So I'm going to use that for sorting. So when the quarry gets running, everything will go to chests that I have preset with certain items. And I'll just show you when I set it up. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a really neat system once you get it going. So what else do I want? I want some blue paint because I want to make, that's the one, like so. And a few more iron chipsets. Also different types of pipes have different priorities, or rather different modules have different priorities. The lowest priority is what's called the default route. You can put the basic logistic pipe anywhere and you can assign it as the default route. And the item sync has higher priority than the default route, so items will go to those things first. But I want something that is somewhere in between, in priority, somewhere between default route and item sync. So that's gonna be called a terminus module, and I need some ink sacs for that. So again, blank module, iron chipset, a couple of those, purple dye, a couple of ink sacs, and the redstone, yes, terminus module. And now that I have the chipsets, I'm gonna craft the other item sync that I missed before. There we go. So I'm just gonna go sleep and then I'll set something up in my storage room. I got a couple new machines ready to be crafted from Advanced Power Systems. So let's see here what we got. First up is the blast furnace, and now I forgot a few things as usual. And there we go, another try. And of course the obsidian went hiding in my backpack. So here we go. So, and a control power circuit, a furnace. I'm gonna need waterproof golden pipe, conductive golden pipe, and stone transport pipe. Now we get the blast furnace kit. This is a nice little device, especially when you combine it with the next thing that requires a combustion engine, and I forgot to craft that beforehand, so I'll be right back. And so I fixed the engine now, as promised. And let's see, where were we? Yes, the mineral extractor is the next little piece of machinery here. A couple of buckets, the control circuit, mineral extractor kit. Nice. So let's take both of these kits here and put them in our assembly table and tell him to craft them for us, or assemble them. Come on. And as you see, I put in another laser because I was running low on gold and I needed gold to build this mineral extractor, so I went mining and I found lots of diamond, not so much gold, but enough to craft this thing. So yeah, And meanwhile I've been working on cleaning up this area here, because I want to get it a little nicer, a little more compact, and make room for the new machines I'm assembling right now. And these are of course the grinders, working on my gravel. You can put other things like dirt in here also, and I'll show you later what the percentages are for that. So it has now worked through an entire double chest here of cobblestone, and you can pretty much see the end result here. It still has some work to do before everything is processed, but see, it's not much, but it's something useful instead of just cobblestone. And we are going to need a lot of iron later on. Yeah. We have advanced power systems offer solar power, and to get an efficient solar power plant you need lots and lots of iron. So that's really good. Now then, let's see how the assembly table is doing. And the color of these lasers indicate how much power they are getting. Blue is the best, and they are working at full power. So they don't quite get maximum power right now, but I got 2 block grinders going full speed back there, so no wonder. Well, looks like it's done now. Blast furnace and mineral extractor. So let's not forget what else we need. Gonna need some pipes for this, and a bit of waterproofing. I think that should be it for now anyway. You'll see. And of course everything is a mess in here, it's just temporary solution. I'll have everything nice and clean before I start up my next quarry. And I think I'm gonna dig out a little room underneath here so I can check on the pipes and stuff, because they're gonna run underneath the floor, so kind of a service access level here. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna knock these things off for now. And what's this one? That's the mineral extractor, that's the blast furnace. So I think I want the blast furnace right there. The mineral extractor 1 block over. And then we're gonna have a wooden pipe going the other way, and I'll explain what all this is for eventually. Just want to set it up first so everything's in working order. And of course I'm gonna need another conductive pipe. I will need a bunch of them actually. So knock that guy off. Have to put it there for now. Looks not so nice, but what you gonna do? So there we got power to everything. Good. And just for now. I'm gonna just knock that off and place it there instead. Now this, the blast furnace. You can put, well, I'm not quite sure exactly what blocks, but cobblestone, gravel, dirt, things like that you can throw in here, and it's gonna melt it down and turn it into lava. So if I were to connect to tell my little supplier pipe here that I want this blast furnace to be supplied with say 2064 gravel. Partial request, yes please. And then connect it up like that. And this is a provider pipe, so it's gonna instantly make sure that we got yeah, so it's building up its internal buffer here with crap that it's gonna melt. So this spot for incoming material is not gonna be filled up until this one is filled all the way. And then we're gonna need to have something going out this way. Oh, look, a chest, how convenient. Now this machine you can pump lava into, and provided it has lava and power, it's gonna give you some materials. So there's a 5% chance for iron, 2% chance for redstone, 1.5% obsidian, 1% gold, and 0.5% diamond. Now I'm not sure, I'm guessing this is per bucket of lava processed. I really think that's the case. That would make the most sense to me anyway. So pretty low chance of this good stuff, but it's well worth it. So I'll be back when it's daytime again, and we're gonna start this system up and see what we can get. And I'm back, and I have started up my engines, though I realized I did make a major screw up here. Yeah, you see, when you're working with logistics pipes, you need to have a basic logistics pipe in all intersections, and I didn't have that, because if you don't, the system is going to be confused and doesn't know quite where to send things, so that should work better. Yep. There's a little junk lying around there. And I turn on the power. As you can see, we're producing lava here from this blast furnace and gravel. So I'm gonna let that run for a little bit, and when we have a nice amount of lava, I'm gonna start pumping it into this mineral extractor, and we'll see what we get. So in the meantime, I'll just, I'll get a lever. So let's plunk that lever, and as you can see, it takes quite a lot of gravel to produce any lava, and it takes a lot of energy as well. And this guy also takes a lot of energy, so we'll see how fast this goes with only 4 combustion engines. But I have a lot of plans for more power production later on, so it will be fine. Let's put this one into work and see what happens. So we got some lava flowing in, and as you see we got power coming in as well. And it looks like we have emptied the buffer here, so I think we're a bit low on power actually to run this thing efficiently. So maybe I should expand my power plant a bit. I did leave room for more engines in there, so that might be a good idea. Because as you see, this one is not doing much at all. Needs more power. So I'll craft up a few more combustion engines and install them in my power plant, and I'll be back to see how this is going. So I got 2 more combustion engines running, and as you can see I got just a sliver of red here, indicating that this guy is actually working, though very, very slow. So yeah, and I am gonna need to improve my cooling system for the power plant, because now it's running 6 engines and it's draining water faster than it can fill up, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Pretty soon, but I thought I could make you see something fun come out of this, but I suppose I could turn this machine off for a while to reduce the power drain. They're a bit anonymous, these machines. You can't really tell from the side what it is. That's a bit sad. I just love APS. It's really has some great features. Could do with a little better graphics on these things, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people are using this mod. I don't know why. It's because I really think it's awesome. And these machines here, the grinders and whatnot, to gain some extra resources from materials you do not use, they are not really the heart of the APS mod. It's really a mod about power production and power handling. So it's got a power store, so you can store power from engines and stuff and use it later. Kind of like the battery boxes and whatnot from Industrial Craft, but for Buildcraft Energy. And it has an energy director, so you can distribute your power from a central power plant like I have here to different machines. Now these machines are all intelligent enough to not use more energy than, not drain more energy than they can use. So as you see, these two block grinders, they have no work to do, so they are not draining energy. But a lot of machines in forestry, for instance, are real power huggers. They just take whatever power they can get, regardless of if they have work or not. So the power director is really useful there. And I'm gonna give this a little more time, and I'll be back if anything interesting happens. Okay, so just for demonstration purposes I rerouted the power so everything goes into this machine here. And as you see, we got some redstone there. And yeah, this one can take a lot more power. It's working through the lava rather quickly though, and it just gets going. You see, we get some nice things. So the tank here was full when I started. There was even a little bit in the pipe there. We could actually pipe out what's left in there as well. Let's see. So, what did we get? Well, not too bad. It's a lot of gravel and a lot of power to get that, but I think it's worth it. So there we go. All emptied out, and yeah. That's what we got. So that's how that works. And I'm gonna need to turn off. As you see, the water reserves are going down. So I'm gonna work on the cooling system, possibly. Problem is though, I might need to upgrade these pipes here to golden pipes instead, and well, as I said earlier, gold is really something I am very low on. Diamonds I got, well, I guess you can never get too many, but got a lot more diamonds than gold anyway, so yeah. But for now we used up a good amount of gravel actually. I'm gonna continue cleaning up in this room and prepare for setting up a functioning and good looking logistics system. So yeah, that's what I'll do, and I'll be back when I have something to show you. Actually, it looks like we're reaching that time when it's time to wrap up this episode, so I'm gonna work on the cooling system for my power plant and tidying up this storage area a bit. So that should be done before next episode. So bye bye everyone.